After 60, your body starts sending you signals. One of the most silent and most dangerous is that number you see on the blood pressure monitor. You've probably been told it's just normal for your age, a losing battle that's only fought with pills. But what if I told you that idea is completely false? What if the key to taking back control of your arteries wasn't in a pill bottle, but in simple secrets that science has proven time and time again? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 7 real solutions to get your high blood pressure under control. And I guarantee you, number 5 can start showing you results in minutes. This isn't magic. It's science you can apply to your life today. But before I reveal the first key, I need you to make a commitment. Not to me, but to yourself. This is the moment you decide that your health is your number 1 priority. I want you to go down to the comments right now and type, "Today, I take control of my health." Type it out. This small act is your first real step toward true change, telling your body that you're ready to listen. And while you're there, if you truly feel this commitment, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because this channel is going to be your guide for every step of this new, vital chapter of your life. Solution number 1. The forgotten hero of your arteries. Alright, get ready. Because we're about to tear down the biggest and most dangerous myth about high blood pressure. For decades, you've heard the same command on a loop. Watch the salt. Cut out the sodium. They've made you live in fear of every grain in your salt shaker. But that's only half the story, and it's not even the most important part. They pointed you to the wrong villain while the true hero was ignored. Today, I'm introducing you to the one mineral your body doesn't just need, but craves in order to heal: potassium. Imagine a silent war happening inside your arteries. Excess sodium is like an invader, bringing stiffness, tension, and chaos, turning your blood vessels into old, hard pipes. Potassium is the liberating force. It's the general who arrives to calm the battle, to restore flexibility, and to tell your arteries they can finally relax and expand. Potassium commands your kidneys, "Release this excess sodium now." It's nature's perfect balancing act. The problem is, our modern diet is a trap. It not only bombards you with hidden sodium in processed foods, but in doing so, it strips the food of its natural potassium. You're being sold a nutritional desert. Most people are living in a constant state of potassium debt without even knowing it, and their blood pressure is paying the price. The solution? It's not in a pill bottle. It's in nature's pharmacy, real food. I'm talking about the power of a creamy avocado, which single-handedly gives you a massive potassium boost. The strength of spinach, a superfood that floods your cells with this mineral. The natural sweetness of a sweet potato. The energy from black beans and the convenience of a banana. These aren't just foods, they are the medicine your arteries have been crying out for. Let me tell you about Robert, a 68-year-old man who was resigned to living with a reading of 160/90, with the shadow of medication getting closer every day. He forgot about the salt obsession and focused on one mission: flooding his body with potassium. His secret weapon: a large spinach salad with a whole avocado, every single day. In just 3 weeks, his monitor read 140/85. For Robert, it wasn't just a number. It was hope restored. It was the proof that his body knew how to heal. So the first and most powerful lesson is this: true power isn't in obsessive restriction, it's in intelligent addition. Flood your body with the mineral that heals it. Now, do you still think you need to spend hours sweating in a gym to get these results? Get ready, because I'm about to show you a type of exercise you can do right now, sitting in that chair, that has been scientifically shown to crush the results of running when it comes to lowering blood pressure. Solution number 2. The hidden power in your muscles. Now, for a second, I want you to erase the image of exercise you've been sold your whole life. Forget the idea that to heal your heart you have to suffer, run until you're out of breath, and collapse on the floor. That's the old way. Today, I'm revealing a silent revolution happening in the world of cardiovascular health. A hidden champion. A strategy so powerful that science has shown it can outperform long sessions of cardio for lowering blood pressure. I'm talking about isometric exercises. Isometric might sound complex, but it's the simplest, most primitive thing in the world. It means creating tension without movement. Have you ever pushed against something heavy that won't budge? Have you ever just squeezed your fists with all your might? That is an isometric exercise. You are waking up an inner strength without moving an inch. And here's where the magic happens. In a monumental meta-analysis of 270 different studies, scientists tested everything: running, swimming, weightlifting, and an unexpected winner rose above them all. Isometric exercises, like the simple wall squat, were shown to lower systolic blood pressure, that top number, the most important one, by up to 8 points. 8 points! That's more than many people achieve from hours of jogging. But how is this possible? What's the secret? Imagine you pinch a garden hose for a few seconds. The water stops. But when you let go, what happens? A powerful surge of water blasts through. That's exactly what you're doing to your blood vessels. By holding that tension, you momentarily compress the blood flow in the muscle. The instant you relax, a healing surge of oxygen-rich blood floods the area. And this surge triggers the walls of your arteries to release a miracle molecule, nitric oxide. It's the natural compound your body uses to tell your arteries, relax, widen, open up. It's like giving your entire cardiovascular system a deep, rejuvenating massage from the inside out. Let's feel that power right now. I challenge you. Find a wall. Stand with your back completely flat against it. Now, slowly slide down as if you're sitting in an invisible chair, until your legs are at a 90-degree angle. Feel that tension building in your thighs. Feel your muscles firing up. That's the magic happening. Do not hold your breath. This is crucial. Breathe deeply and slowly. Oxygenate that power. Hold it for 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. Now, release. Feel that rush of warmth. That's the blood flowing, healing. You can do this while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, during a commercial break. 2 minutes a day. No excuses. No, I don't have time. This is pure, accessible power, available to you right now. We've talked about the mineral that heals you and the movement that frees you. But what if I told you that the number one enemy of your blood pressure is something you probably eat every single day, thinking it's harmless? Next, we're going to unmask the real villain hiding in your kitchen. Solution number 3. The real villain on your plate. It's time for the most uncomfortable truth of all. A truth the food industry has tried to hide for decades by pointing all your attention to a single culprit: salt. But salt was just the scapegoat. The true architect of high blood pressure has been hiding in plain sight, disguised as comfort, as a treat, as a quick burst of energy. I'm talking about that soft white bread, those crispy crackers, that ice-cold soda, and even that 100% natural orange juice you thought was so healthy. I'm talking about sugar and refined carbohydrates. The poison isn't just in the substance itself, but in the chain reaction it triggers inside you. Every time you eat these foods, your body is hit with a flood of glucose. To handle this emergency, your pancreas releases a powerful hormone, insulin. Its job is to be the key that opens the door to your cells, letting the glucose in to be used as energy. But what happens when that fire alarm rings non-stop, day after day, year after year? Your cells, bombarded and exhausted, start to ignore the signal. They become deaf to insulin's call. It's like they've changed the locks. This, my friends, is called insulin resistance, and it is the epicenter of the disaster. Your body, in a state of silent panic, forces the pancreas to produce more and more insulin, shouting louder and louder at cells that no longer want to listen. And this flood of insulin in your blood is what orchestrates the rise of your blood pressure in 3 devastating acts. Act 1. The hardening of your arteries. High insulin is a pro-inflammatory agent. It creates chronic, low-grade inflammation, a slow burn that damages your arteries from the inside. This inflammation turns the walls of your blood vessels, which should be flexible and supple, into stiff, brittle pipes. Blood can no longer flow freely, it has to force its way through. And that force is your blood pressure, skyrocketing. Act 2. The hijacking of your kidneys. This is where sugar and salt become partners in crime. High insulin levels essentially enslave your kidneys. It sends them a direct, authoritarian order: hold on to sodium. Don't let it go. So all that sodium you were trying to avoid is now being trapped by your own body. Sugar creates the perfect environment for salt to do its worst damage. Act 3. The theft of the hero. As if that weren't enough, the process of metabolizing all that sugar and refined carbs literally robs your body of its essential mineral stores, especially potassium. The very same potassium we discovered is the hero that relaxes your arteries. So sugar doesn't just inflame you and make you retain salt, it also disarms you by taking away the very guardian that was protecting you. Remember, essential hypertension, the kind doctors often label as having an unknown cause? This is it. It's not unknown. In the vast majority of cases, the cause is staring right back at you from your pantry and your refrigerator. The solution is an act of liberation. It's not about a life of deprivation, but about choosing your fuel wisely. It means swapping the white bread for a side of sweet potato, the crackers for a handful of nuts, the soda for sparkling water with lemon. Prioritize the proteins that build you up, the healthy fats that lubricate your system, and the vegetables that flood you with life. This one shift can dismantle the hypertension factory from the ground up. We've unmasked the villain on your plate. But what if the greatest danger to your blood pressure doesn't attack when you're awake, but when you're at your most vulnerable, in the silence of the night? Next, the key that could be sabotaging your health while you sleep. Solution number 4. The guardian of your nights. You could have the most perfect diet in the world. You could do these exercises with military discipline. But if your nights are a battlefield, you are building a sandcastle against a rising tide. You are sabotaging your own success every time you close your eyes. Sleep is not a luxury. It is not wasted time. It is nature's most sacred and advanced repair shop. During those hours of darkness, your body performs miracles. Your heart rate slows, your muscles relax, and your blood pressure naturally drops to its healthiest point of the day. It is the master reset your cardiovascular system desperately needs to handle the stress of the next day. To rob yourself of these hours is like demanding an engine run 24/7 without oil and without rest. It's a guarantee that something, sooner or later, is going to break. Your body gets stuck in a perpetual state of high alert, and your blood pressure never gets the memo that it's okay to stand down. But the real threat, the enemy that attacks when you are most vulnerable, isn't just a lack of hours. It's a lack of oxygen. And this is where we have to talk about an incredibly common nightly thief, especially after 60, obstructive sleep apnea. Listen closely. Apnea isn't just loud snoring. It's a condition where, in the middle of the night, you stop breathing. For 10, 20, sometimes even 30 seconds, oxygen stops entering your body. In that moment, panic erupts. Your oxygen sensors send a code red signal to your brain, a primal alarm that screams, "We are suffocating." Your brain, in a desperate attempt to save your life, injects your system with an emergency chemical cocktail: adrenaline, cortisol, the very same fight-or-flight hormones. Your heart jolts, your lungs gasp, and you take a breath, often with a snort or a gasp you don't even remember in the morning. You think you're sleeping, but your body is fighting for its life. And this battle doesn't happen just once. It happens dozens, sometimes hundreds of times a night. Each episode is a violent spike in your blood pressure. It is nightly torture that leaves your arteries stiff and your heart exhausted by morning. Have you ever wondered why some people have resistant hypertension? The kind that just won't come down, no matter how many pills they take? Here is one of the most likely answers. They are trying to win a war during the day, while losing a brutal battle every single night. The signs are your body's cries for help. That deafening snore isn't a family joke, it's the sound of a struggle for air. That crushing fatigue you feel during the day, that need for a nap even after a full night's sleep, is the hangover from a nightly battle you didn't know you were fighting. If your partner has ever nudged you and said, "You stopped breathing," that's not an exaggeration. It's a testimony. If any of this resonates deep within you, this is a conversation you must have with your doctor. A sleep study isn't an inconvenience. It may be the missing piece of your entire health puzzle. Resolving apnea won't just normalize your blood pressure. It will give you back your energy, your mental clarity, your vitality. It will give you back your life. We've journeyed into the depths of the night to find a hidden cause. Now, let's return to the surface, to this very moment. Because I promised you a solution you can feel in 60 seconds. Get ready, because you are about to learn how to use your own breath as the most powerful and fastest-acting medicine there is. Before I give you this incredible technique, I need to pause for something important. All of these solutions are powerful and backed by science. They are tools for you to take back control. But they do not replace your most important compass, your doctor and your regular checkups. Think of your doctor as your personal health coach. These strategies are the daily training you do, but they are the ones who help you track your progress, adjust the plan, and make sure there isn't something else happening beneath the surface. Never stop taking a prescribed medication without talking to your doctor. Use these techniques as a complement, not a substitute. Bring this information to them. Tell them about the changes you're making. A good doctor will be thrilled to see you taking such an active role in your health. Regular checkups are how you confirm that everything you're doing is working and is safe for you. Your health is a team effort. Okay, now for that technique you've been waiting for. Solution number 5, the 60-second trick. Now, prepare yourself for the most powerful and, paradoxically, the simplest solution of all. It's so simple, your logical mind might doubt its power. But I'm asking you to listen with an open heart. This solution doesn't require you to buy anything, go anywhere, or learn a complex skill. You carry it with you every moment. It is the world's oldest medicine, your own breath. It's called paced breathing, and it's the equivalent of having an emergency reset button for your nervous system. The science behind this is absolutely brilliant. Inside the walls of your major arteries, you have microscopic guardians called baroreceptors. They are the silent sentinels patrolling your blood vessels, measuring the pressure from second to second. When the pressure gets too high, they send an alarm signal to your brain's command center. This command center is wired to your body's master switch, the autonomic nervous system. It has two modes, the gas pedal and the brake. The gas pedal is the fight or flight system, which floods you with stress hormones and jacks up your blood pressure. The brake is the rest and digest system, which floods you with calm and lowers your pressure. When you're anxious or stressed, your breathing becomes short, shallow, and fast, and that's an unmistakable signal for your body to slam on the gas. But here's the secret. You can manually override that switch. You can hack the system. Scientists discovered something that borders on magical. There is a specific breathing frequency, a rhythm, that resonates directly with those baroreceptors. A frequency that speaks to your nervous system in its own language and says, all is well. It is safe to apply the brake. That healing frequency is 6 complete breaths per minute. And we are going to activate it together. Right now. Wherever you are, just stop for a moment. Sit with your back straight but relaxed. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Forget everything else. For the next 60 seconds, there is only you and your breath. Let's begin. We will inhale gently through the nose as I count to 5. The key is smoothness, no effort. Let's start. 1, 2. Feel the air filling your chest. 3, 4. No straining. 5. Perfect. Now, exhale through your mouth or nose, very slowly, as I count to 5. Let it all go. 1, 2, releasing all tension. 3, 4, completely empty. 5. That's it. That is one healing breath. You've completed a 10-second cycle. Let's go again. Inhale peace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale chaos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel the noise in your mind begin to quiet. Feel your shoulders start to drop. You are activating your vagus nerve, the master cable that connects your breath to the anxiety brake. You are sending a wave of calm directly to your heart. a 5-second inhale, and a 5-second exhale. 6 times a minute. Practice this. Not as a chore, but as a gift. 3 to 5 minutes in the morning to start your day centered. 3 minutes in the car in traffic to dissolve stress. 3 minutes before a doctor's appointment to walk in with your pressure under control. This doesn't just lower your pressure in the moment. You are literally recalibrating your nervous system for the long term. You are teaching your body how to live in a state of calm. It's your forgotten superpower. And now, you know how to use it. This technique is your immediate rescue tool. But what's the fundamental lifestyle shift that will keep your blood pressure low and stable, day in and day out, consistently and for the long haul? The answer is simpler than you think, and I'll reveal it next. Solution number 6. The power of losing a little to gain a lot. Now, let's talk about something that for many is a constant source of frustration: the number on the scale. For a moment, I want you to forget that number. Forget the judgment, the guilt, and the pressure. I want you to see your body not as a problem to be fixed, but as an ally that has carried you through life and is now asking for your help. Because extra weight isn't an issue of aesthetics. It is a physical, measurable load that your heart is forced to bear, beat after beat, every second of every day. Picture this, and I want this image to stick with you. For every extra pound of fat you carry, your body has had to build miles of new pipeline. Miles of extra blood vessels. An entire vascular network that your heart, that tireless muscle the size of your fist, is forced to pump blood through 24 hours a day. It's no wonder the pressure inside that system goes up. It's a law of physics. But here comes the most spectacular and hopeful news of all. That same law of physics works in reverse. Science has shown, without a doubt, one of the most direct and powerful cause and effect relationships in human health. For every 2.2 pounds, or 1 kilogram, you lose, your blood pressure drops by about 1 point. Stop and think about the monumental power you just heard. Losing just 11 pounds, which for many is completely achievable, could mean lowering your blood pressure by 5 points. For someone with a reading of 145/90, that's not just a number. It's the difference between living under the shadow of a pill and being the architect of your own health. It's taking back control, 1 point at a time. And I want you to release the idea of extreme diets and killing yourself in the gym. That all-or-nothing mindset is what causes us to give up. After 60, wisdom triumphs over brute force. It's about a perfect synergy of intelligent changes. Every bite of avocado, every leaf of spinach, not only floods you with healing potassium but fills you with fiber, silencing cravings and making the process feel natural, not like a constant battle against hunger. Every time you choose water over soda, every time you say no to that cookie, you aren't just cutting empty calories. You are putting out the inflammatory fire that's hardening your arteries. And every wall sit, every walk, is building muscle tissue. And muscle is your best friend. It is a metabolic furnace that burns fat for you, even while you sleep. Don't obsess over the final goal. Focus on one thing: winning the first battle. Losing the first couple of pounds. Because those first few pounds aren't just a number. They are a statement of intent. It's telling your body and your mind, I'm on your side. And yes, change is possible. Every small step, every healthy choice, is not a sacrifice. It's an act of self-love. Every ounce you release is a weight you lift off your heart, giving it the gift of years of life, and more importantly, giving you quality in those years. You now have almost all the pieces of the puzzle in your hands. You've learned how to heal with minerals, move with intelligence, disarm the true villain, and lighten the load. Next, I'm going to give you the complete roadmap, the science-proven eating plan that brings everything we've learned together into one simple, powerful system. Solution number 7. The Happy Heart Diet with a Dash Plan. We have journeyed together down a path of discovery. We've unearthed the individual secrets, the power of potassium, the silent revolution of isometrics, the deception of sugar, the importance of rest, and the magic of your own breath. These were the scattered pieces, the keys to a code. Now, we bring them all together. I'm going to hand you the complete map, the battle plan that takes all of these strategies and turns them into a simple, powerful, and proven system for life. It's called the Dash Plan. And no, this is not another fleeting fad diet that promises the world and leaves you frustrated in 2 weeks. Forget that idea. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. It wasn't created by some internet guru. It was designed by the brightest minds at the National Institutes of Health, and it has been tested, validated, and perfected over decades of rigorous research. It is the strength of science, served on your plate. But the most beautiful thing about the DASH plan is its philosophy. It is not built on the torture of restriction. It is built on the pleasure of abundance. Its question is not, what must I eliminate? But rather, what healing foods can I flood my body with? And when you see its pillars, you'll realize you already know them. They are the exact secrets we've been revealing. First, the mineral shield. The DASH plan urges you to fill your plate with fruits, vegetables, and healthy dairy. Why? Because it's the most effective way to load your body with potassium, magnesium, and calcium. It is the practical application of welcoming the hero that relaxes your arteries. Second, the foundation of strength. It encourages lean proteins like chicken, fish, and legumes. This not only builds muscle but keeps you satisfied for hours, silencing the call of junk food. Third, sustained energy. DASH celebrates the fiber from whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Fiber is what gives you lasting energy, prevents the inflammatory sugar spikes, and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Fourth, smart sodium reduction. Notice this, it doesn't tell you to obsess over the salt shaker. By prioritizing fresh, real foods, you automatically displace the ultra-processed foods that are the real sodium bombs. Lowering salt isn't the primary goal, it's the natural consequence of eating well. And fifth, goodbye to sabotage. It limits sweets, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. In other words, it teaches you to banish the hidden villain, sugar, that causes inflammation and chaos in your arteries. You see, it's not a mystery. It's the perfect symphony of everything we've learned. Imagine a day like this. You wake up not to toast, but to a creamy bowl of oatmeal bursting with fresh berries and a sprinkle of almonds. At midday, a feast of color, a giant salad with grilled chicken, black beans, avocado, and a rainbow of vegetables. And to end the day, a juicy baked salmon fillet, accompanied by the sweetness of a roasted sweet potato and the vibrant green of steamed broccoli. This isn't a diet. It's a feast. It's eating real, delicious, vibrant food. And the results are astonishing. Studies show that following this way of life can lower your blood pressure by 5 to 6 points. And listen to this, sometimes in as little as 2 weeks. It is the lifestyle shift that not only protects your heart, but also cools inflammation in your body, clears your mind, and gives you back an energy you thought was gone forever. This is the map. The path is clear. So there you have it. Not just 7 solutions. These are 7 master keys you can use to take the helm of your own health. Today, you've discovered that the power was never in a pill. It has always been in your hands. It's the power to choose the calm of potassium over the chaos of sodium. The power to build strength in silence, with movements that don't exhaust you. The power to unmask sugar, to guard the sacred repair of your sleep, and to use your very own breath as the most immediate and profound medicine there is. Listen to me closely. High blood pressure is not a life sentence. It is not your destiny. It is a conversation. It's your body, lovingly, asking you to take back control. Today, you've learned its language. The information is no longer a secret. It now belongs to you. And with that knowledge comes the greatest freedom of all, the freedom of choice. Action is the next step in your new life. And as you prepare to take action, I want you to see the golden thread that connects all of this. The stiffness in your arteries, the rebellion of your insulin, the imbalance of minerals. It all stems from the same silent fire, chronic inflammation. What we've done today is put out the most urgent fires. But if you truly want to become the architect of bulletproof health, you must go beyond the symptoms and extinguish the source of the fire itself. And as we discovered, the primary fuel for that fire is sugar and refined carbohydrates. For that reason, I've poured all my research into a simple step-by-step guide called Keto Made Easy. And I want to be clear, This isn't just another diet book. It's the instruction manual for installing a new operating system in your body. It teaches you how to turn your body from a sugar-burning, inflammation-creating machine into a clean, efficient, fat-burning engine. I've removed all the confusion and complexity to give you the exact roadmap to a lifestyle that not only helps normalize your blood pressure, but also protects your brain, cools your joints, and unleashes a level of steady, clean energy you may not have felt in decades. It is the next logical step on your journey to rock-solid health. The decision your future self would beg you to make today. If you're ready for that deep transformation, the link to my ebook, Keto Made Easy, is waiting for you in the description. And your journey doesn't have to wait. To ensure you always have your toolkit handy, I've created a complete playlist, a true library for a legendary life, that you can explore anytime. But the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the very next step. Right here, on the screen, the next chapter of your transformation is waiting for you. It's the piece of the puzzle you need right now to ensure that your coming years are truly your best years. Don't let this momentum fade. Health is a verb. It's action. Click now, and let's continue building together.